All right, so here is kind of my midweek. I call it a movement day, I guess. Could be some conditioning, aerobic conditioning as well. But so I always start my days off with a walk. My Mondays are right now are a lower body sprint, jump, lift day. Uh, Tuesdays are a upper body day, and then we get into our Wednesday. Kind of give a little break from all the weights and lifting and high intensity sprinting and stuff, jumping, and get into this movement day. So start with a walk in the morning, then get into some hops, 5 minutes of hopping, just get the body loose, and then we get into this kind of animal crawling, rolling, tumbling circuit. So kind of more freestyle, kind of do no set progression, no set reps or sets or anything. Kind of just put it on the time and do some different crawls here to start. So we started with some bear crawls. Just focus on movement, letting the body move. Hit some crab walks, and we get into some Spider-Man crawls or lizard crawls, whatever you want to call them. Just let the body flow, move. We're human beings. We're not robots. We're not meant to sit and do nothing and be stiff and robotic in our movements. We're meant to move forward, backward, up, down, side to side, around, up in every direction, every way, and give the body a variety of movements. So I hit some lizard crawls. I can't even think. I don't have to count them to know how many different little variations we did. So hit the Spider-Mans into a side bear crawl. So we did forward and back already. Then we go side to sideways. So we got to hit every direction. Again, get the body used to a variety of movements. So you never know what life is going to throw at you in weird, awkward movements. So do different things in your training to prepare and be ready for that as best you can anyway. So we went side to side. Then I think it's frogs next. Or no, duck walks. So again, great for the hips, great for the knees, ankles, feet. These ones still, toe is almost, I think, almost fully healed. It's probably about 85% my broken big toe, but it's fine on the flexion. It's just, or the extension. It's just the curling and flexing it that is still not full at that first toe knuckle there. So those got the duck walks back in finally. Now it's the frog. So yeah, then we hit the frog hops. I don't know, hands down kind of hop. Great for the back, low back especially. Knees, hips again. Just getting everything moving, kind of coordinated and different funky ways to do things. We're humans. Move like a human. Move like an animal. Do all this different stuff. Do the stuff that kids do. Just because you're 30, 35, 40, 50, 60 doesn't mean you can't do this stuff. Yeah, you may not be great at it to start, but that's why we do it. Then we got some monkey sideways swing. So you plant the hands on the ground, kind of swing the legs and hips up. Again, I'm not great at these, but it's about doing them. That shit to suck to good to great scale. Work your way up. Work your way up. Things you're not good at, you do a long time, you get better at them. Unless you're a freak athlete, you're not gonna pick things up super quick. It might take a while to get really good at something. Then we got some tornado sideways crawls. Whatever you want to call them doesn't really matter. Just do them. Let the body get used to these different things. Then get into the tumbling and rolling and somersaults, cartwheels, handstands. Again, these different gymnastics types things. I mean, it's not great gymnastics. I'm not any good at it. But again, doing stuff to get better, to challenge your body, to get used to being on the ground. So the body's used to being in contact with the ground, whether you're falling, so you know how to get up, or safely a little bit more, maybe protect yourself, kind of be that one with the ground and get used to it. And again, you're going to challenge your body. This is great for your trunk, your hips, your butt, your arms, your shoulders. Again, just moving like a human being is meant to move, not just up and down always in a squat or a bench press or a deadlift. So there's more to training than that. You're only limited by your creativity. So again, we're not always good at these things. As you can see, not very good at handstands and other things like that. So again, just doing it. Who cares if you make a fool of yourself? That's part of it. So have fun with it. Enjoy it. Challenge yourself. Because Lord knows I'm not any good at cartwheels. I'm getting better. I mean, it's better. It's easier when I'm outside too, because I think I'm just worried about hitting the ceiling in here, because my ceilings are only like 7 feet. So if I extend up, I easily hit it. But again, after the movement, tumbling, crawling animal circuit, about 20 minutes of that, got into a bunch of iso holds, stretchy type things. So here we go. I don't know why I'm showing so much of this. Hopefully I didn't tape all 3 minutes of this, but we did. I think I did. 3 minutes iso hold here with the split, so you put the band around the feet. Kind of awkward to get into, but a really good stretch, really good hold here. So again, just sit here, relax, let the body move. Again, the weight's going to stretch out. My groin has always been tight. Hip flexor is tight. So we'll work on this. One of my goals is to be able to do at least the front splits. I don't know if side splits will be sweet too. It's going to take a long time. I know that. But again, we work at it. Do these things. Do weighted butterflies or iso hold splits. These types of things are going to help with that. And exposing your body, again, in new ranges of motion, new techniques. Just like with the crawls and the rolls and stuff like that. Challenge the body, expose it to different things, different techniques. All right, so I had originally had that up for the full time, but cut it down because that was 3 minutes of holds. Then we get into some piriformis stretching there. Again, more iso holds. Here's the front split. Iso hold did these a minute each leg, or maybe it was 2 minutes. Again, I didn't show all of it just because you don't need to see me just sitting there. But again, these iso holds, just forcing the body into different positions, different ranges of motion, getting deeper each time. The longer you hold, trying to actively pull yourself down into the positions is really the key. Then just hit the upper body, hit the shoulders, get some swimmer prones, hit some scorpions here. Again, just more movement, some different holds, and then some more isos. So pec stretch, weighted pec stretch. Really feel these other ways to do that. Doorway stretch are great. Then the hit the upper back because I have really tight thoracic. My shoulder mobility is not very good up this way. So iso hold there. And then probably one of my favorite, again, along with the tumbling, gymnastic stuff. So the rings. Get on the rings. Just explore different movements. It doesn't have to be able to do the skin the cats like these. You could just hang. You could just pull up, chin up. Rotate, let the shoulders decompress. And then we get into our holds. So skydiver hangs or cobra hangs, whatever you want to call them. Let the legs, sometimes we'll do it legs up on a bench. Like this variation, just let the back bend a little bit. Stretch those shoulders out and just hang. And then we go side, one arm. Again, these feel amazing. They hurt, but they feel good, especially if you're really tight in the rib cage, that area. Then we just get into one of my favorite things that I've been doing for the last probably 2 years, about since last summer. So probably about a year only now, of just impulses. Got these from Dak. Brady over there, he's great with these, with the just high impact, high velocity into any movable object, or like I use here. He has his hyper arm, which is great. I haven't invested in that yet. The GHR works pretty solid. Again, I can't stand for a lot of things and do it, but it works great for this stuff. So just hit these shoulders in a lot of other ways. Baseball season's starting here in a few weeks. So I've been doing it all these off season. If you can't always get to throw, especially in the winter here, these are great because nothing's the same as actually throwing a baseball or a football or whatever. But these are great for a lot of repetitions at high impact, high velocity, and hitting the joints, right in the joint area, whether it's an elbow, a shoulder. Just great for prepping the body for a lot of throwing. Again, this is just the arm ones. You can do the hips, the back. I've even started doing some neck ones. They're kind of awkward because you don't want to do, I don't know. But so you can do basically every body part. You can play around and find different ones. As you can see, left arm does not have as good external rotation. Not as coordinated there because I'm not left-handed, but hit both sides you're never going to be perfectly symmetrical. We're human beings, we're asymmetrical. Most of us don't do things with both arms. But again, tested out. These ones felt good on the elbow, on the shoulder as well. So just testing out. I haven't done these with the impulse. This is the first time doing these kind of external and then the internal rotation with the arm at 90 there down to the side. But you always see people doing with the bands. I kind of give up a lot of band work just because it wasn't stimulating for me anymore. And that's what it's all about, finding something that stimulates and gets the job done, what you're looking for, the stimulus you're looking for. And these high impact, a lot of reps. I did 50 here, so not a ton of reps. It maybe seems like a ton of reps, but it's not, especially when you're doing the speed ones. I'm just going as fast as possible, hitting those impacts. But again, everything feels great after those. So yeah, that's kind of a movement day. I'll let the rest finish up here, a few more areas, and hit some biceps and triceps, elbow ones in these too. So it's just a fun day. I like these days because it's kind of that creativity lets that flow. Nothing super structured. Again, you get a little bit of aerobic conditioning, get a little bit of movement, have the body feeling good to hit tomorrow's lower body, max velocity, speed and power, lower body day. So that's what I have for you today, guys. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Hope you like it. Hope you enjoy the content and look for more. Thanks.